So I want to start with identity card. So that is the first compartment. I will remove it and I will say capital I, identity card. Okay, so that is the first. Next, that's the name of my class. I'm going to have last name here. Okay, I don't want a private. Notice how that is a private. So I want to make it public. So I will say public. Let me erase all this. Okay. Last name. It is a string object. So notice class variable I told you somewhere here. Class variable, it's an underlined attribute. So you see there is an underlined variable. So how do they get the underline? By having that underscore. When you have underscores, when your variable is between underscores, it underlines in your picture. Regardless, I don't need a class variable. So I have deleted that. I want, instead of minus, I want a protected, that is hash. Oh, identity card. Where is my identity card? Oh, I have a first name, that's public. And then instead of a private variable, I want a hash variable. Okay, protected variable. Date of birth. It is going to be a date time object. Okay, date time is a module. You will learn about modules later. Okay, and then I have a public variable address, which is a string object, and I have a public ID number variable, which is an integer object. Okay, these two dashes, notice every time I write two dashes, that introduces a line. Yeah, so I don't want too many lines. Remember, my class drawings have only 3 compartments. We have taken care of the first 2. Now the third one, get full name. Okay, okay, plus get full name. I don't want a private method. I will make it protected. Get birth date. Then public, get address. Then change last name to name, which is a string object. Change first name to first name, which is a string object, and change address to new address, which is also a string object. Okay, so we got this done. Now I will draw one of the children. Okay, driver's license. So before I go there, let's see what's happening here. Let's get some arrows, right? So here is an arrow. I can take it. Aha. By the way, I want to expand it. So let me move the arrow down and expand it. All right. So I hope you have an idea. So I want to draw another class here. So take that and place it over here, and now we can go through the same steps. The title is of the first one. It is a driver's license. Okay. Then blood type. It's public. Makes sense. And are we an organ donor? Yes. And then we are going to see what methods we have. Do we have need glasses? Okay. And we don't need responsibilities and so on. So here we go. We drew a picture. Now, what happens after you have drawn the picture? Here is where you have an export option available. Now, choose a name. So let me say ID cards, right? I want to save it. So I'm going to save it in some class, wherever I feel like. All right. So I save it here. Okay. So that is export to Dropbox, or you may as well export as a file. I prefer if you save as an image. Okay, it gives you a PNG file. All right. From here, of course, you can convert it to PDF or whichever, but PNG is good enough. So it's that easy to use UMLet. Okay, this is the online version. I prefer if you export it as a file and save it. You can put it in Dropbox, but then I would still have to open it, right? So it's better to export it as a file and you get the entire picture done. Okay. So until next lecture now. So this is an example of class diagram. Okay. Now I'm asking you to draw UML diagram to represent an employee and client who are children of person class. Okay, so you are a business owner with some employees and clients. Design an abstract class person with some basic attributes and methods, and then design their two children, employee and client, using UMLet online, or if you have used Dia, that's a good one too, but I found Dia kind of difficult to it doesn't stay in my computer, it just stops working after some time. So this is a good one. All right then, so draw a UML diagram to represent person and its children, employee and client. Come up with your own attributes and methods, at least 3 or 4 each, and then proceed. Okay, until next lecture then.